Thank you for coming back to We the People News. Please subscribe, please leave your thumbs up, and please leave your comments. First of all, thank you so much for all the support you give me on this channel, allowing me to do this. Thank you so much. Yesterday's video, if you did not see it, please go back and watch it. I will link it to the end of this video. There's a lot of good stuff on there I don't want you to miss, and it would help me out a lot on YouTube. Thank you so much for doing that. Y'all, we do have some good news today from the IRS, and I've got some news about Social Security for you. So let's just get right into it. Okay, we've got some other things to talk about first, and I will let you know when we get to the good news, or else people is going to be saying that I never talked about the good news. Okay. The Hollywood elite, Bette Midler, demands that Newt Gingrich and Tucker Carlson face prison time. Y'all, Bette Midler is a has-been, washed-up movie star, wannabe singer. She was never any good, and now that she's washed up, she's got to do something to get in the public eye. So this is what she's going to do. She's going to badmouth good people. But in any case, she is washed up. She's a has-been. She never really was anyway. Okay, the shark, Mark Cuban, is now on board with Little Joe's plan to forgive $10,000 in student loans. Y'all, who in the hell cares what Mark Cuban is on board for? He's another very rich person. He has no clue of what the real American people are facing today. He is totally out of touch because of his billions. So, again, I'm going to ask, who in the hell cares what he thinks? How many of you, like me, are sick and tired of Michael Landale, you know, the My Pillow guy? Everywhere you turn, you see him. Now, I know he is on the good side, but still, I am just so sick of him. I mean, who is he? He's a ex-con, drug addict, businessman now, and now he's trying to weasel his way into politics just to promote his pillows. I am so sick of that man. Nancy Pelosi. The headlines on the Daily News, Nancy Pelosi insists that the American people do want the Democrats to win in November. Not again. Nancy Pelosi is 100% wrong, because the Democrats are going to lose bigly. If you ever wondered why our lawmakers don't give a damn about us, why are they so out of touch with our needs, check this out. This is the real reason why they are so out of touch with our needs. Joe Biden's net worth, $8 million. Camel Toe Harris, net worth, $7 million. And the queen bee of all of them, Nancy Pelosi, $114.7 million. This is their net worth. So this is why they are so out of touch with the American people. Do you know anybody personally that's got this kind of money, that has stolen this kind of money from the American people? I don't. Okay, I got 4 questions here comments I'm going to address. Lisa Williams says, if we were at war, would we be sending billions to other countries? I doubt it. Lisa, you can't ever forget this, what Barack Obama said about Joe Biden. He said, never underestimate Joe Biden's ability to F things up. And yes, he would still be sending money to our enemy, in fact. Brian Amoro, I hope I got that last name right, Brian. I'm sorry if I didn't. I don't mean to mess these names up. Said Biden needs to reopen the Keystone XL pipeline. Well, Brian, I agree with you 100%, but we got to remember the pipeline was never opened. It was in construction. But if they had not have stopped it, we would by now be getting 900 billion gallons of oil from our best friend and best ally, Canada. But yet, we got to go to Saudi Arabia and Venezuela, our enemies, to get oil. Thanks a lot, Joe Biden. I told y'all yesterday that Biden signed into law the $40 billion bill to send our hard-earned tax money to Ukraine. So, on that, David Kilgore asked, Biden is out of the country. How can he? Okay, he said Biden is out of the country, so how can he sign anything? David, it don't matter where Joe Biden's at. He can always make a signature on a piece of paper. And if he's on Air Force One, he's got everything in Air Force One as he has in the White House. In fact, Air Force One is a fly-in White House. So yes, he can still sign stuff into law. He is still 100% in control when, well, I shouldn't say 100% in control, but as much as control as he ever is when he's in Air Force One. Rita Guiltin says, she said, why close the borders now? Everyone is here by now. Rita, you're probably right. I would still feel comfortable with it being closed. But you are 100% right. They've got most of their undesirables here already. Y'all, here's one thing that's in the thumbnail. Right after I tell you about this one thing, I'm going to tell you about the other thing that's in the thumbnail. So please stay tuned. This is just a quick thing that I want to tell you about. No matter what you see on thumbnails on YouTube, like yesterday, these thumbnails that I'm about to tell you about was on YouTube from, well, you guessed it, the biggest liar on YouTube. One thumbnail said $1,200 checks for low income. Y'all, there is no $1,200 checks for low income people. Another thumbnail that he had was $291 raise for Social Security. There is no raise for Social Security. Y'all, all of this is just lies because he is so desperate to get clicks. If you've noticed, his clicks are dying. Well, everybody's is, because this whole thing is beginning to wear out. But this is his desperate attempt to get the clicks so he can maintain that $2,000 a day that he is making from YouTube AdSense. Y'all, the day that I have to lie is the day that I quit YouTube. Oh yeah, here's another one that he had yesterday. Social Security, SSI, SSDI is being replaced. It is not being replaced. Y'all do not click on his video just because he scares you into clicking on his video with these crazy titles. He just wants your click, and that's all. I mean, look at his eyes. They're brown. That tells you how full of shit he is. He is so full of shit, his eyes are brown. I'm sorry for the good people out there with brown eyes. That's just an old saying. Okay, the second part of that thumbnail, good news from the IRS. The IRS, you know, they originally said they was going to pay 4% on your money if they hadn't got your return back to you within 45 days. Well, they've changed that now. It's going to be 5% that they're going to pay you. That is 500 times more than what you could make on your money in the bank. So to me, that sounds like good news. I mean, if you hadn't got your refund yet, to make 500 times more than what the bank could give you, 5%, I mean, that's good news. Just think of the people that's getting a large return. Like people with, I don't know, a house full of kids, they're getting a large refund. That 5% adds up fast. That is good for those people. Thank you very much, IRS. Okay, let's talk about Hillary Clinton. Let's send her to prison where she belongs. Miss Clinton, campaign manager, admitted that she approved the fake reports about Russia and Trump. And the sole purpose of this was to bring Donald Trump down. This is awesome. The truth is starting to come out, and it's coming out from the top of her clan. Clinton's lawyer said that in court he had to lie to the FBI about Trump because he's a bully. Don't that sound like a kid at school? I had to lie. He's a bully. He was picking on me. He also said the best way to hurt Trump was to leak this story to the media, not to the FBI, because he knew the media would give it more coverage and more spins. They was out to destroy Trump in any way they could. And they're still trying. The whole Clinton clan is coming down. And I believe we're going to see investigations and maybe some jail time. I hope so anyway. Elon Musk. I knew this was going to happen. I just didn't know how soon it would happen. They are coming after Elon Musk now because he's making a lot of noise. He's bringing truth out. And now they're saying that one of his SpaceX employees was exposed to his erect genitalia. And Elon Musk asked this employee for a sexual massage. And in return, to keep quiet, he offered $250,000. Y'all, this is a total lie. I was wondering how long it was going to take him to bring this kind of stuff out. Y'all, I believe this kind of stuff, and not only for Elon Musk, for everyone, even the lowly people like you and me. There should be a statute of limitations, and I think that statute should be short. I think it should be like 30, maybe 60 days tops. Because if it was okay then to do it, but now 30 days out, 10 years out, you change your mind and it's not okay anymore, well, I'm sorry, that's just wrong. If it was okay then, it should be okay now. If it's wrong for that to happen now, it should have been wrong when it happened, and you should have opened your mouth. Most of these women that does this, like for the ball players and stuff happens years ago when they really didn't have a whole lot. And now that they've got money, we had relations against my will. I'm going to get some of his money. That's their attitude, and that is wrong. If it's worth bringing charges up, it should be worth bringing charges up when it happened. So I think they need to change the statute of limitations on this to maybe 30. I'm wanting 30 days. I know a lot of people say that would not be enough, but I'm open. But 30 days is what I want. And another thing, if you take hush money, like this $250,000 that this person was supposed to have received, hush money means hush. So hush your mouth. You've been paid. Y'all, I love you all. Please keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Please sound off in the comments below. Say a prayer for our world. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for those people in Washington that wants to be called leaders, but they're not leading. Well, they are leading us straight into the ground. Say a prayer for everyone around the world that's hurting through COVID, financial hardship, or any other affliction. Please click on the video here from yesterday. It would help me out a lot, and there's a lot of good stuff I don't want you to miss. Just know I love you all. Until tomorrow, keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Ciao.